I'll start by going through the DXY a little bit fast, right? And you will see the precise levels pretty much I have marked out, and the levels I'm waiting for now during the FOMC. We'll pretty much have FOMC or tomorrow, alright? But if we go down to a monthly chart, what everyone will see here is more or less an original consolidation. I am bearish, alright, on a monthly time frame or on a monthly order flow. I am looking for institutional order flow downwards. However, I'm looking for us to reprice into the cost encroachment of this before continuing down lower. So I'm still going to be bearish longer term. Now on a weekly chart, right, what I am actually looking for is of course us sweeping previous weekly low, and then more or less trading into this big level, big figure 101 or 10000 before continuing up higher, repricing into either IPTA 1 or IPTA 2. As you all know, if you have an IPTA alignment, right, everything over the IPTA alignment will overall be a premium, and this is overall measured mitigation, but it's also deviation alignment. And what a deviation alignment is from a PD array perspective is there are multiple PD arrays, deviations of those PD arrays or quadrants overlapping, which becomes an IPTA alignment. So that's some sauce. Alright, there you have. And pretty much I'm just looking for us trading down into this big figure level right here and then continue up higher, right? So I want to see a sweep. I want to see us go a little bit lower, as I don't know if you noticed, but we have engineered a lot of buy side liquidity of USD, and also a lot of buy side liquidity on GBP USD, and also a lot of buy side liquidity engineered on AUD USD. So on just every given pair, just a massive amount of buy side liquidity. You can see an original consolidation getting formed in here as well, meaning this will be the start of a market maker style model, which is precisely like I said yesterday. Now that's the precise levels for overall the DXY, where you can see the two right here, and I'm watching the low getting formed between somewhere here. Now of course I'm gonna look for this as the strong liquidity, these theoretic Ys on the DXY, and I'm gonna look for overall us continuing inversing PD arrays, repricing, and of course when we're repricing called is overall called inner bank order flow. And I'm looking for specifically this level, institutional order flow, and over this, and then lower prices from there. Simple stuff. Now on an intraday time frame, which I did not cover yesterday, which is something I will cover today, I am specifically going to look for a simple sweep right here. Maybe this is a turtle soup, who knows, engineer rate wise, and I'm looking for low prices, right? So tomorrow, either now or tomorrow, as tomorrow is also quarter shift, we're gonna reach up higher. And I'm not talking about the days, quarterly theory. I'm talking about ICT, and it's not really an ICT concept. The quarter shifts have been around for a long time, and we have change in month tomorrow, and I'm watching this higher prices then, as y'all know. So change in order flow, also taking these radical lows. This is engineer liquidity, maybe engineer liquidity here, but at least I'm watching this first, big figure level and higher prices. Intraday basis, that would look something like this, where we actually reach down, maybe lower now, consolidate for tomorrow, maybe engineer another radical lows. So here, sweep that time is liquidity and an SCA upwards. Now let's just go to EURUSD. And what y'all will see on USD is specifically the same thing, where I'm actually watching this. So these are the two precise levels, and those originate from overall institutional levels, of course, as well. Not only institutional level, of course, some other saucy things which I will not specifically go into, as that's for my students only. But you can see the original consolidation in here, market maker buy model. We're looking for high prices on the monthly time frame, but we need to reprice into a gap for us to then continue up higher. But you can see the order block right here. Alright, simple stuff. Now on a daily, on a weekly chart, that looks something like this, where we overall now trade down lower, engineer a little bit more liquidity maybe, and then of course reach up higher into this order block and then continue down lower. Of course this does not really need to happen. We don't really need to go higher once more. I think so, because we're real close to this level, so I definitely think we'll maybe go down lower a little bit now and then rush up higher. Alright, that's pretty much what I think. I don't think we're done yet going up higher. I think we need to go into a specific institutional level before reaching down lower, creating what a market maker buy model, because I think the smart money reversal will be somewhere in here in this overall break block, right? Now on the daily chart, pretty much what I am looking for specifically, maybe a sweep of this, and of course then trading up higher tomorrow. I'll cover pretty much how that would look like on an intraday, on a, what is it called? Yeah, intraday perspective. Um, so I'm overall looking for high prices here, as everyone can see. So I'm looking for us trading down lower in here, and then high prices, and of course lower prices from here. I get that again, right? So on overall and for a time frame, that would look something like overall us trading into this. Maybe let's see, taking out these vertical lows, and then trading up higher into this order block, and then continue down lower. Alright, simple stuff, guys. Now 15 minutes, we can cover a little bit more intraday. This is FOMC, of course. As you see, we have vertical lows right here. I would prefer, alright, now they have not stayed intact, but I would say I said this to my students, I prefer this to stay open, as that just gives us a better draw on liquidity once we have taken out this engineer vertical wise, as everyone can see here. I'm watching overall us trading up here, trading down lower, and of course continue down lower, right? So maybe not after taking this and total sweeping this, right? We maybe not, we maybe need to trade down into this deviation level here. Of course, that originates from this 4-hour or daily VAG gap, as you can see right here. So that's specifically what I'm looking for. Now, on GBP, USD, Euro specifically overall, as you all know, we still have engineered buy side liquidity, which is the main reason I want us to once more go higher. Alright, the main reason is that we have still engineered liquidity on EURUSD, but also on GBP/USD. Alright, when we have relative liquidity, relatively equal highs and no SMT on any pair, alright, on multiple pairs, that's what I meant. We will overall most probably go up and sweep those. Alright, once we have sweep those, then the market are allowed to go lower. Alright, we could possibly see an SMT between GU and USD on an intraday time frame, which overall is what I'm waiting for. Alright, so I don't really care if GU goes up, sweep the engineer liquidity, and USD does not do it. Alright, or vice versa. That would be an SMT, and that would be overall my short signal to go in and look for low prices. Alright, because I think monthly high real soon get created. Alright, anyways, let's just jump down to a little bit of a weekly chart. As y'all can see, this level originates from a monthly proportion block, 25% components. You have 25 here, you have the 0% mark component of this. This is a graded price swing from the overall institutional order flow downwards, so I'm still gonna use the 0.75% mark. I'm overall looking for tomorrow, next month, so opening up, sweeping this maybe, and then continue down lower into the specific level right here, which of course is the next institutional price level. Now let's just go to the 4-hour chart. As y'all can see, you can see engineered buy side liquidity over here. I'm watching a sweep of that into this level and then low prices, or USD sweeping that and going down lower, right? That would cause an SMT on an intraday time frame, right? We still have seen an SMT between this high right here, so it's still an SMT here, which is still valid, which is still something we use, but also an SMT between a PD array and not hitting a PD array on USD. So you can use SMTs between PD arrays as well. I don't know if you noticed that, but that's something you can use as well. Yeah, I don't really want to go much more in depth than this, but let's just go to 5 minutes and I'll show you pretty much what we can do on an intraday time frame. So on an intraday time frame, we're maybe gonna sweep more or less these vertical lows, as you guys can see here. I would prefer, alright, this staying intact, right? But either way, we will still engineer vertical lows. So you see, we still have engineered vertical lows right here. So the thing I'm going to look for is overall low prices and then high prices right here. And then of course going down lower. So something like this, and massively lower, right? So something like this. Alright, simple guys. And of course this will probably also be then an ICT my dues. If everyone knows what an ICT my dues is. ICT my dues is pretty much his model when we're in PD array components, high time frame PD array components, which is real saucy as well. And I highly recommend everyone to look into ICT my dues, as pretty much that's pretty much the sauce for how price moves in high time frame PD arrays. Now let's just go and check AUD USD here as well. Cover this quickly and then we'll more or less be done. So you can see engineer buy side, we have a buy side liquidity pool. People would say this, oh, this is a total sweep, but yeah, it's a total sweep, but it's more or less like one pip of a sweep. All right, it's still what's the concept called? It's called ICT concept, or do you mean ICT my dues? That's his motto in higher type repeated array. It's in his 2023 ICT mentorship, right? Playlist. So let's just go to the 4 hour right here, or weekly chart. And what you always see is that we've actually swept right twice right here. And what I'm specifically looking for is maybe us trading up to this order block and then going down lower. Alright, that pretty much does not really need to happen. We could, of course, trade down low from here. However, I would prefer us to take out the engineer buy side, which you can see here we have a buy side liquid pocket over here. I prefer this get taken out and then continue down lower, or an SMT where we don't take out this. However, we'll take out this on USD. That would also be my short signal, like I told you. Alright, let's just quickly cover Nasdaq as well. Let me just do this right here. And what people will notice is more or less that we have not really, traded above this weekly fair gap. And what I'm now looking for, right, as we have closed below this, I thought we would inverse this and continue up higher. I guess I was pretty much wrong, and I'm looking for overall lower prices here on Nasdaq as well. Now, simple, because we have seen an SMT here as well. I said yesterday actually, but bear in mind I'm not really that good at the indices, right? However, I said we would see high prices. Now I'm not too keen on that anymore, as this is an short STA. I don't know if you have seen this, but it's actually a short STA here. So yeah, guys, I think we should see lower prices for Nasdaq. I'm not gonna lie, I've changed my mind. But I don't trade Nasdaq. I'll trade short USD tomorrow. That's some sauce. Anyways, guys, now y'all know everything. Thank y'all so much, right? And I'm not done. You can ask questions.